Hi there, I'm Lloyd.
And I'm John, and we're from Pint Comics. As we dive into your favorite pop culture topics, we may just
Occasionally,
use language that could be considered...
globaloney?
What? No, I mean...
Oh, foul?
Exactly. Offensive?
No doubt. Crass?
You bet your ass!
Sophisticated?
What? No. Anyways, you get it by now. It's mostly just...
gutter talk!
And one more thing. Watch out for spoilers. Sometimes we drop them like trousers. You've been warned.
Listen in.
All right, back with another episode of Pint of Comics. This is a fun one. We got, of course, Manster. Manster, what's going on?
Hey, is this the complaint office?
Yeah. Do you have a complaint?
All right. Yeah, I'd like to put a couple of grievances, please.
Okay.
What the fuck with all the trees being chopped down everywhere?
Is this a
along
thing?
The highway, everywhere I look, trees down everywhere.
I haven't been on a highway in about, I don't know, 4 months, so...
You're just stuck there in Wallingford.
Yeah, I go to Southington to Boom Tube Comics at 1475 Meriden Waterbury Turnpike in Southington every once in a while, but I take very little highway to get there. So are they doing a lot of road work out there? A lot of tree
They're
work?
all barren. They've cut down all the trees between the highways. You know, there's no power lines or anything. They're just cutting down trees so they don't fall across the road, I guess.
Are you guys having the happening up there in Connecticut?
Yeah,
Maybe.
we got the happening.
Maybe. All right. What's your next complaint? I'll put that one on the list. Trees.
What the fuck with all these fireworks every night?
Well, look, I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't know how you all feel about it. I don't get fireworks. I mean, I get the idea behind it. I get the let's celebrate our, resistance against the English and we did it. Yay, blah, blah, blah. But like it was over 200 some odd years ago. And these fireworks are, I don't know. They've never really impressed me since I was about 7 or 8. And if you own a cat or especially a dog, you might realize that this is like a very hard time for those animals. And our older dog she trembles at night.
I have always said, I'm gonna break in there while we're on the fireworks here. I actually agree with John to the point where like I've always said fireworks were great up until I was 8. And then it was like, yeah, okay, I've seen these.
Yeah.
So like the whole idea of grown ass people being obsessed or fascinated with fireworks is crazy to me.
Yeah. And not just that, but the fact that people like in our town, people will crowd the streets up, for hours to get to wherever the fireworks are being shown. And then they're okay with taking, 3 hours to get back home through these small town streets to see these fucking fireworks.
And it's always hot and mosquito-y.
Yeah.
And there's nowhere to go to the bathroom. It's just
nuts.
Yeah.
We have
Those
a little
are the
place
town
not too
held
far
ones.
from my house where there's a big giant hill. We just go there and stand on it and you can see them.
All right.
Kids like that.
Your last complaint before I
The
introduce
last one,
our friends.
is pretty local to right here, but there's a brewery called Alvarium nearby.
Oh,
and
is this
they have
that?
this new beer called Bomb Pop. Now it's supposed to be just like a popsicle Bomb Pop. And
Red, white,
it goes
and blue.
on sale on every morning this week at 8 a.m. It sells out before you can even click on it. It's sold out.
Popular, man.
You can't even click on the item to order it because it's already gone. I don't understand.
I was going to say, you might
Pissing
not be
me
able
off.
to, but someone is clearly able to.
Yeah, I don't know. What do they have? Maybe 3? I don't know.
Somebody's in there. Somebody's getting
I'm
it.
waiting to finally taste this Bomb Pop.
I'm going to add a number 4 for Lloyd. Roofie meatball sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah. Lloyd had a hard time.
My meatball sandwich tonight.
Lloyd had a hard time connecting with us on the Zoom call. And yeah, and this is crazy. This is just something I noticed today. So we have been in quarantine for 3+ months, 4 months at this point. We haven't recorded together since the end of February. And our first Zoom episode was episode 126. As of today, the newest episode that just released or releases tomorrow is 142. So
Wow.
yeah, we've been doing this way for quite a while
20
now.
episodes.
Yeah, it's crazy. Did not think it was going to last this long, and I have a feeling it's going to last a little bit longer. But the other voices you hear along with me and the Manster are, of course, Lady G. Lady Ganache is here hanging out with us. How are you doing?
Lady G.
I'm good. I've been home for about 3.5 months.
Yeah.
Just leaving for medical appointments, so I might be a little crazy. And I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to be back in civilization. I think I've gone full savage at this point.
I tell people when they ask about you, stuck at home all the time, and you're way better than me, because I would be pissing on stuff in the house. I would be like probably eating drywall. I probably would have killed and eaten one of the dogs.
Just randomly pissing on stuff and drywall.
Yeah, no shirt, nothing, no shirt, no shoes, no dice.
I've pissed on stuff in my house before.
Have you?
Yeah, sleepwalking.
Oh, are you
open up drawers thinking they're toilets and just pee in them?
You know, I've had other friends that have had situations like that. I had a friend.
Not since I'm an adult. This happened when I was a kid. But.
I had a friend I worked with probably 20 years ago. He was drunk and he was a sleepwalker, and he told me he got up in the middle of the night, walked downstairs into his kitchen, took a piss on the kitchen floor, went back to bed, and didn't find out until he woke up in the morning, and there was just a puddle of piss on the kitchen floor.
Mine was in that little drawer that's underneath your stove where you keep pots and pans.
Oh, no. Did you know
where I peed.
that that was actually originally a piss drawer, so you're okay. You used it right. That's not for pots and pans. That's for people to urinate in.
Nice. Then you just boil it away.
Yeah. And then, boil it off.
It's like Waterworld.
And nobody wants to eat at your house because your kitchen smells like piss.
Yeah. Good way to keep company away if you don't want to deal with company. And of course, we've had him on a bunch of times recently. You may remember him from the episode the 100 Proof. We talked about Superman Unchained, and he did he picked Lost in Translation for the Pint Movie Invitational. And at this point, he'll either have already been on or he'll be on the episode where we talk about Wolverine, Enemy of the State. See, this show is not very well organized, so I don't know when that's coming out. I don't know when this is coming out. Stu from ghostofthestratosphere.com. Stu, what's going on, man?
Gotstratosphere.com.
Gotstratosphere.com.
Yes, we are much shorter.
Yes.
We do not ask you to type in all those unwieldy letters.
No.
There are 2 games that are going to be played tonight. There's going to be the game that we are actually playing, which is the point of the show.
Yep.
And then I am going to be playing the game where every time Lloyd talks and his picture gets bigger, I'm going to try and figure out as many of the pop vinyls behind him as I can. Because every time he talks and comes up, I'm like, all right, I'm looking. Oh, he moved his camera.
All right.
I can see more.
All right. We'll do a rundown of that afterwards. So
That's Scary Terry.
Yeah, Scary Terry's back there.
Did they do Scary Terry? See, I didn't know that.
You make a checklist afterwards, and I'll tell you what you got right.
Yeah, that's pretty far out there. It's kind of hard to see. That picture your daughter painted, that was
that's
bothering us. He had that right behind him. The picture to the right of the pop vinyls. This makes great radio, by the way. Great pop
all these things people can't see.
Yeah, it was very good, but kind of creepy. And he kept it behind him when we recorded an episode with, I think,
right over my shoulder.
Right over his shoulder, and it was I couldn't concentrate on the show. All right, so I don't know, maybe 25 episodes ago. Who the fuck knows? Time is an illusion at this point. We played a game that was supplied to us by the good folks over at Bad People Games. It is Pick Your Poison. And this game, you can go to pickyourpoisongame.com. And if you want to find the original episode, it was called Fog Salad. I don't know. It had something to do with a fart, I think.
Toss your fog salad.
Toss your fog salad. So the idea of Pick Your Poison, we're going to do this a little bit differently because we're not in the same room and you guys can't all have cards. So I'm going to play the host and the judge, and we're doing this for fun, but this is the kind of game that gets some fun conversation going. You take 2 cards, an A card and a B card, and I'm going to read off the 2 cards, and then I'm going to let each one of you ask me questions about each of the card situations. I can elaborate on them to give you an idea of what you would rather choose. The idea behind this game, I tell you what they are. We each ask the questions. A, would you rather do A or B? Stu, A or B, Manster, A or B. You guys tell me, I mark it off. Now, in a regular played game of Pick Your Poison, there's points to be given out based on 2 people picked A, 1. We're not doing any of that. But
We don't need points.
we don't need points, but I will say that this is a fantastic game. If you're truly interested in it after hearing this, go to pickyourpoisongame.com and check it out. You can play this safely, socially distanced from other people, wearing a mask. Wear a mask. Fucking A, wear a mask. You will enjoy it. But we're just going to play the choices for laughs kind of version. So with all that said, what I have done is Lloyd, question.
Yeah, no, regarding masks, I had a funny little story.
Oh, go
I was
ahead.
eating lunch at work today. When I was done with lunch, I got up, I went over to the bathroom. Fucking just forgot my mask. Didn't think about it at all. And I felt like such a criminal. Not wearing a mask, being in the bathroom, feeling like an idiot.
I get people that come to my store every day who don't forget, but realize that we're kind of asking you to wear them, who then become cornholio with their shirt, up over there. So I get to see a lot of fat midriff and a lot. Yeah, it's kind of terrible. So I picked out 20 cards. That's 10 pairs. So that'll give us a good amount of time to play around with this. We'll see how far we get. We might do all 10. We might not. I'm going to start. You understand the rules? You played this before, right? You were with us on Fog Salad? Okay. Stu, you get it, right?
Yeah.
All right. So for your very first pairing, here is what you get. Card A, remember card A, have undeniably ugly offspring, right? Undeniably ugly. Card B, walk half a mile barefoot through 2 feet of maggots. Normally, I would pick a card. You guys would all pick cards and give me your choice. This is the randomized version. So we might get some that aren't as extreme as others, but that's still pretty good.
Could you reread the maggot one again?
Walk half a mile barefoot through 2 feet of maggots.
And it's not timed or anything. You go
Not
as
timed.
fast or slow as you want to.
Fast or slow as you want.
Okay.
Stu, any questions?
Are the maggots alive or dead?
Alive.
Okay. Why is that better to me?
I would think that would think be worse.
Normally you would think, but for some reason I'm like, if they're alive. And you know what? If they're 2 feet, why does it matter whether you're barefoot or not? They're getting in your shoes if you had shoes on.
Yeah, but that's still to me that's still worse barefoot. Manster, any questions?
Yeah. So with the maggots, do we have to do this naked?
No. It says barefoot. It does not say naked.
Lloyd seems disappointed.
Well, the Manster likes to do everything naked. And I will answer a question that nobody asked about the ugly offspring. Is that, as it says here, undeniably, this kid is fucking ugly. And no hope of it getting better. No ugly duckling swan.
No hope of it getting better.
This is bad-looking kid to sloth from Goonies at best. Okay? So, that being the first one, I will start with the Manster. Manster, what would you pick, A or B?
I'm going to pick A, going through the maggots.
No, that's
really,
B. That's B.
Well, whichever one. I'll pick B then, going through the maggots. Because really, that kind of stuff heals all your little wounds and all that. You'll walk on the other side without, we're pretty good.
Okay. All right.
So I'm going with the maggots. It's not
Maggots.
so bad.
2 feet of maggots, half a mile. That's pretty gross. But okay, Stu, what do you got?
Honestly, I wish I could defer both these options because I feel like I would choose either of these over what probably a lot of the options that are going to come later in the game are.
You got to choose one.
I know. They're both fine. I don't have kids. I imagine if I had kids, I would be empathetic enough that I don't want them to be homely, but I don't have kids, so
You don't want them to be homely. He said undeniably ugly.
Undeniable.
Yeah,
Brutal. Brutal.
I think that, Lloyd.
The looks you're going to get from other parents at parties and school functions.
All right.
don't
Lloyd
wanna
sold
do
me on
that.
that. I'm empathetic enough that I don't want my imaginary kids to go through life being homely. The maggots are fine. They're fine. I
Maggots.
don't have any problem walking through the maggots.
Maggots for Stu.
I'm also going maggots. If we had kids and they were ugly and I'd have to fight a toddler on the playground, defend my kid. So I'm going
Okay.
maggots.
Okay.
There you
I
go.
think that one was fairly tame, but a good start. A good start. All right. So pick your poison number
In the
2.
real game, John, isn't
Yeah.
there some sort of however many people pick one answer, get the points?
That's based on that's how it plays. Yeah. So if the 3 of you pick unanimously, you would all get points, and me as the judge would lose points. And that's based more on the fact that you supplied one of the cards and I supplied the other card.
Right.
But because I literally just shuffled the deck, grabbed one here, made them pairs. So I don't know I have no clue what's popping up until I read it. I think we had something similar to this last time. Okay, A is only be able to have sex if a family member is watching. Okay? And number 2, or B, pardon me, is have porn audio as your ringtone. I will start with Stu. Any questions that you want these to be?
At least on the first one, on A, how close of a family member? Like what range of family? Is it like a third cousin 8 times removed? What is
Is it like Uncle Joe?
I'm going to go with immediate to first cousins. So immediate and then aunts, uncles, and then first cousins. Anything past that, which we all know at that point isn't really family, even though I wouldn't want to have sex in front of them. So Lloyd, any questions on these?
Regarding the person watching you, are they watching from like in a closet, or are they right in front of you just locking eyeballs with you?
I'm just picturing like a family member, like my cousin or something, hiding in the closet.
And I'm picturing prison style gunning.
That's good. I'm going to say it could be either. They could either be in the room watching you. They could be in a closet watching you. They could be watching you on closed circuit television. But
you're aware of it.
Every time for the rest of your life that you have sex, that you fuck, someone in your immediate circle of family lineage is watching you pound away.
Yes, for the ringtone, could you give me an example of what that might sound like?
Oh, it's disgusting. It is the worst, hardest shit that you would hear in a porno. Like, I'm gonna rip your pussy up. It's just I'm gonna come all over everything, everywhere, all the time, never stop. And a qualifier that nobody has asked is that you cannot mute this. Your phone is always on the loudest setting possible.
See, I was just going to use that as my answer.
Oh no, I know how you think. So you're
I kind of imagined like subtle breathing that like
no
increased over
no.
time, so you could like answer it real quick.
No,
but like the
hardcore, like I'm squirting everywhere type dialogue.
Wow.
So let's start this time with the Manster. Manster, if you had to, would you only be able to have sex if a family member is watching A, or have porn audio as your ringtone B?
Wow.
You're thinking harder than I would on
I
that.
guess I'm just going to go with the porn audio.
You're going for porn audio B.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to have to keep it real close.
All right. So Manster goes for B again. All right.
I'm also going to go with B.
For number
I'll be
2.
answering calls like crazy.
You're like always hyper aware of your phone. Like you're afraid.
My hand constantly.
You're giving people the wrong number. Stu?
You know what? I thought about this, and the difference between these two options is one of them is very, very unpleasant and uncomfortable. The other one makes it so you literally can't hold down a job in public, though. So I guess I'll have to go with the family member. I would get fired from my job if my phone was doing that.
All right. So Stu
like
goes,
every Twitter alert, every Facebook alert, every text message, like I couldn't do it. I'd get fired.
All right. Stu is going for A. All right. So we got a little bit of a difference there. See? That's called picking your poison. Me personally, I think this one is subvertedly hard because again, Stu is absolutely right. who wants their family to watch them bone? But like, you literally would be in the worst unless you wore a sandwich board that explained your situation or a t-shirt, or just went places and said, look, I got to let you know right now that I got cursed with some shit and my phone is always jacked up to 13 out of 10 and it is going to ring. And when it rings, you are going to hear the grossest shit you've ever heard before. So I guess that's
I'm just going to have to leave my phone at home.
Yeah.
Don't care if people call me or not.
Pick your poison. Round 3. Let's see what we got here. This kind of goes in line with one of Stu's points from before. Letter A is show up to every job interview smelling like marijuana. Or as we've learned it's called in the Connecticut called Classics Saturday night shows, Marijuana. So show up to every interview, job interview smelling like marijuana. And B is clean all the dirt off a homeless person's feet with your tongue. Right? So, or I'm sorry, Stu, do you have any questions about these two situations you might find yourself in a normal like life environment?
With A, can I use cologne? I mean, can I cover? I mean, I get that it's there, but can I do anything to attempt to cover it?
You can, but it is such dank ganja that it does not matter. You're like essentially like all like the teenage to early 20s kids I get that come in my store that think they're fooling everybody, yet you could smell them from 3 aisles away. You could do whatever you want. You could put your car,
their hair.
Yeah,
It's
you
disgusting.
just smell like a fucking 1,000 dime bags, Stu. All right, that your question?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions on these two?
I'm not going to ask any questions because I think I already have formulated my answer. And if I ask you questions, I'm afraid that you'll take away my options.
It's the same with me.
That's no fun.
They're
guys
punting.
can't-
They're
No.
punting.
You're not punting. Lindsay, give me a question. If you don't have a question, that's fine, but don't try to formulate an answer for this.
Make up a question about the option you don't want anyway.
There you go.
Yeah, good idea. Could you control where the homeless guy walks? Or person, I should say.
No, you probably could because you don't have a job, but no, you can't. Manster, anything?
No, I was trying to sneak in with my own thing.
All right. So I won't be a bastard and throw anything in here, which I could do as the judge. So we'll start with Stu. Stu, A, every job interview smelling like a pot farm, or B, homeless foot licking and like all the dirt,
No,
like in between toes, all
you
the
don't got to
dirt.
make it any worse. Like anything that's gross like that, I'm running in the opposite direction as hard as I can. I have the gag reflex of just a terrible little child. No, I'll do the interview ones. Like I'll find some way to get around that, but I cannot do the homeless one.
I'm going A, and I'm going to tell them that my dogs were sprayed by skunks, and that I'm sorry for the smell.
They're not stupid. I've smelled skunk.
Yeah, but a lot of the pot that our neighbor smokes smells just like skunks.
Skunk.
Yeah. All right. I think you're hedging your bets on them thinking better of you. They're going to think you're a pothead. Lloyd, what do you got?
So what I was originally going to say was I'm going to find the littlest homeless person I could find, a baby or something. Go ahead and do that. But I think I'm just going to pick the pot choice, and all I'm going to do is go for jobs that involve growing pot.
Oh, good call.
Good call. All
I'm
right.
going to get a job at a dispensary.
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
Those
Good
people
call.
seem very happy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
We'll rise up fast in those ranks.
not a lot of stress, I guess, right? So, all right, let's go to our fourth option in this game. This one can be tough. All right. Option A, the most violent one we've had so far. Get shot in both kneecaps.
Ooh.
And option B, have your pubic hair grow 100 times faster than the rest of your hair.
So just no change for B? B's just my life?
They don't call him TMI Stu. Nothing. All right. So, Stu, do you have any questions that you want to be specified on? Get shot in both kneecaps, have your pubic hair grow 100 times faster than the rest of your hair.
Can I wear knee pads? I don't know how much they'd help.
You could wear knee pads, yes.
Okay. Like skateboard knee pads, something? I don't know.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you got?
I don't know the rate of hair growth.
Yeah, what's 100 times faster than what's already happening? Yeah.
Right.
That's a lot of pubic hair. I'm going to,
Is
think
that
about,
like an inch a day, or is that
That's
like
full bush twice a day.
yeah.
so full 80s bush by noon every single day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll be fair. I'm a fair game master. I'll say full 80s bush every 4 days.
Oh.
That's still a lot to cover.
Yeah.
Could I ask a question on the kneecaps
Yes.
as well? So when I get shot in the kneecaps, do I make a full recovery over time?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. You guys are missing a very easy question that can make this a little bit easier. Lloyd, what do you got?
I don't have a question. I got an answer.
You have your answer already? Okay.
Yeah, almost set.
All right. Well, what you didn't ask, and I will qualify it so that
Does it have to be a bullet?
it does not have to be a bullet. You could
Okay.
just get shot in your kneecaps with a
With a
BB.
BB.
Squirt gun?
Yeah,
Yeah.
BB, a squirt gun. See, this is how you play the game. All right. So in that case, though, but even if you get shot with the BB, it still does enough damage to fuck you up. So this isn't going to be an easy one. Your kneecaps aren't exploded. You don't have to do all that stuff, but you still have some serious issues with your legs. So Lloyd, what is your answer, A or B?
All right. I'm in enough pain as it is, as far as my knees and legs and back and neck. I don't need any more, and I'll just have to clean up down there more often.
All right, a little bit more
So I'm going to pick
manscaping.
the pubic one.
All right, going for pubic. Stu, are you on the pubic bus with the Manster?
I'm always on the pubic bus. I love the pubic bus. No, yeah, I'm definitely taking that. I don't want to get shot in the knees. That seems even with your qualifier, like it can be a BB gun, but it's still gonna fuck your shit up. Well, then what's the point?
Yeah, like really, like old 1920s hard. You'll get an infection. Yeah.
Yeah, there was no qualifier that we can't still trim. It's just more often.
Yep. Okay. What do you got?
I was gonna go shot in the knees.
Wow.
I know, but like as you guys talk now, I'm not so sure because I was picturing kind of like a recovery on the couch and like really binge watching a lot of TV.
Recovery. The recovery to the knees will take you like 8 months to get back to pretty operational. Your
Then
bush,
I'm going pubic hair.
your bush is
Yeah.
going to grow like that until you're 100 years old. So,
yeah, I'm still going pubic hair.
It doesn't much
8
matter
months
after.
is a long time.
All right.
Once you hit a certain age, you're just like, fuck it.
okay. All right.
Just
so
take
you
a
guys,
lighter.
you guys all chose the pubic
Do
option.
dreadlocks.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
I think this is number 5. All right. Oof. Holy shit. All right. Another one with a bit of pain involved. Number A. Letter A. What the fuck? Letter A. Number B. Poop out a billiard ball. Okay.
Nope, don't like that.
And that's A. Here is B. Instinctively know when everyone you know is going to die, but be unable to do anything about it. Stu, any questions?
Shit, I think I'd take B over other good options. I just
So-
know, then there's no unexpected sadness. Okay, so
You could be
Do you
sad
know-
ahead of time.
you know how they're going to die.
Yeah, can you read that one again?
Instinctively know when everyone you know is going to die, but be unable to do anything about it, and you do not know how they're going to die. All it is you look at someone you know, and you could see a date over their head, and that's
Ooh.
it.
It's the Death Note. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I have kids, and that's rough.
Yeah.
Oh.
The billiard ball Anybody have a question about the billiard ball?
That's just one time?
One time, but it's going to fuck you up.
Could you use things to assist the passing? Like lube or something like that?
Nope. For you not to live through the pain of knowing when everybody you love is going to die and not be able to do anything about it, you have to one time shit out a billiard ball, and it's like a 2-hour process, and it is the worst physical. Obviously, baby.
I've already been there. I'm taking the billiard ball.
All right. So
I'd like to hear that story, Manster.
All right. So Manster, we go with A, billiard ball.
Yeah, I'll go with billiard ball.
I don't know. Can we go to Stu first and come back to me?
Okay.
Yeah, mine's I'm as easily decided in completely the opposite direction of Lloyd. Like, I'll take that shit. Like, I mean, there's no surprise anymore. You don't have to worry, like, oh, if somebody gets sick, are they gonna die? You know exactly what's gonna happen.
But the personal anguish that would
I already accept everyone I know is going to die, and I can't do anything about it. Now I just know when it's going to happen. That's fine.
And when you look in a mirror, you see yours.
I'd be even better with that.
All right. You've heard the person.
So, do you tell that person when you know?
No, you can't. You unable to do. Well, okay, unable to do anything about it. And I will say you are unable to say anything about it.
Mm.
Yeah, because if you did say something about it, that's almost a bigger dick move. You know,
Yeah.
well, I know you're going to die on April 19th of blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, how do you save me from that? Oh, there's nothing I can do. Well, what the fuck?
So with the date one, it's like, it's not like 6 months within 6 months. It's just like
date. Date.
I know. I'm having a hard time with this. I guess I would do the billiard ball too.
So, okay.
That's interesting because we had two of us that thought either option was incredibly easy, and then we had one that, for whom it was a chore.
See?
That's the point.
That's the beauty of pick your poison.
Pick your poison.
All right. Number 6, option A, star in a new viral video that's being called 2 Girls, 1 Cup meets Silence of the Lambs. 2 Girls, 1 Cup meets Silence of the Lambs. Option B, be required to kill 1 person per year, or you must kill yourself. Now, I'm just going to lay this out there. I'm going to lay this out there for anybody that does not know what 2 Girls Cup, 1 Cup is.
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, we played other games, and you guys had to explain it to me.
So 2 girls making out while eating a cup of shit.
Yeah.
Stu doesn't like this stuff.
Nope.
And by meat Silence of the Lambs, I'm just going to say that it's extra gross. There's just extra bad stuff in there. All right. Or
yeah, I'm trying to think what that could even mean.
Yeah, I'm confused about that part.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a little confused too.
Are you supposed to tuck while you're doing that?
Okay. All right.
Tuck and dance around.
Here's what it is. You're in a new viral video. 2 girls, 1 cup. So you're one of the girls, let's say, right? You're also stuck in a well in a fucking psychopath's house.
All right, in a well. Okay.
In a well, yelling at you about his dog. It's a nightmare. You are living in an absolute nightmare, like horror movie scenario. Or on the other hand, you've got to kill 1 person a year, or you have to kill yourself. Right? So does anybody have any questions on that one?
Are you free from the legal ramifications of killing people?
Nope.
All right. Shit.
Do you get to choose who you kill?
Yes. That might make it a little easier. Manster's really thinking about who he would kill.
I'm thinking Kevorkian style. Use it to help people.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Shit.
Didn't say you can't do that, but if you were to get caught, you now have to go to jail, or you're going to be,
and then I'll just kill myself because that's the other option.
All right. A or B, what would you want to do?
I think I'm going to choose killing people, and I would choose people Dexter style. So bad people, I would have to do some research on how to try not to get caught, but I think I'd go that route.
Okay, Stu,
Are
what do
you
you got?
nervous to be in the house with me now?
No.
This is I'm about to take this someplace kind of dark because like I don't think I could kill people. Like I just don't think I have it in me. So I'm literally looking at this as would I rather be essentially one of the girls in the 2 Girls 1 Cup video or kill myself? I think I'd go kill myself.
Yeah, if you don't listen to Stu's show, I know enough about it that Stu has a kind of a light stomach. You don't like the gross stuff.
No, not at all.
You were recently actually on one of your
He
more.
does not like pain, and he does not
I
like
do not
gross
like
stuff.
pain, and I do not like gross.
Yeah, there was one of your recent episodes that you guys were talking about. What was it? Oh, Chew. You hated the book Chew
Yeah.
because
Oh,
the
that was a great
idea
book.
that the character has to eat fingers and stuff to figure out. Yeah. Okay.
I couldn't make it through the book. It kept making me dry heave.
Manster, what do you got?
It's kind of a tough one because in the 2 Girls 1 Cup video, that was all fake, right?
Was it? I don't know.
It was supposedly fake, but at the very least in this video, I'm not going to say that portion of it isn't fake, but you are absolutely in Buffalo Bill's fucking well.
So you're in as well, and he drops down a bucket full of whatever looks like shit, and you got to do that.
Yeah.
But you don't even know what it is.
You don't know what it is, but you also, even if that's fake and you're just a star of a viral video, you don't know if you're ever getting out of this guy's well.
Yeah, I'm just going to go Kevorkian and try and help people that need to die.
Okay. All right. So that was a B for all 3 of you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's
Oh,
nefarious.
geez, what's coming up?
So A on this one is have a stranger wipe your butt after every poop. All right. And I'm going to, without even you guys questioning it, every poop rest of your life. You got to find, it might even be easy. That's not even a hard part about it. You might have a stranger, you just go, hey, will you do this? But every poop, you've got to find a stranger to do that. This one, trust me, this one is actually not that hard, except for Lloyd, because
There are certain things that certain people know about me.
well, I know that this would be harder for you, even though you're in great shape for a guy in his early 50s. It would be easiest probably for Stu, because Stu is what, like late 30s?
I turned 40 this year.
Okay. So
November.
yeah. All right. So option B is you have to have sex with someone 40 years older than you. So essentially, Manster has to bang like a 93-year-old woman or a man, whatever you're in the mood for that day.
I'm just going for that right away.
Right away.
All right. Manster is in on B for that. Do you guys have any questions about this?
I thought the way you worded the poop one was maybe different than what I thought in my head. Like, is there an appointed person who does it? Or like after I poop, I have to go out into the world and find someone.
Let me think of this logically. If you had an appointed person that wiped your ass for every poop for the rest of your life, they're not a stranger anymore.
But
They're the guy.
do you have like a line of strangers that have already agreed to wipe somebody's ass?
That is a lot of people. No, you have got to find someone, or well, there's other things you could do. There's other things you could do if you were.
Yeah, can I just hop in the shower instead?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You could think European, very European. What do they do over there? Bidets, right? What would you do? Would you have sex with an 81-year-old guy or girl, whatever you were in the mood for that day? Or would you have a stranger wipe your butt after every poop?
And I could actually take a shower instead of wiping.
Your option at that point is anytime you have two options. You either, anytime you poop, you have to have a stranger wipe your butt. If you don't choose to have your butt wiped, you have to figure out other ways to clean it.
I'm going to go that route then. And I might just live like Winnie the Pooh, like until it happens.
Winnie the Pooh.
No pants, just a shirt. Okay.
Winnie the literal Pooh.
Yeah. Stu, what do you got?
This is another one. I wish I could kind of punt on one of these options and save it for later, but neither of them is terrible. But yeah, I I can't poop unless I'm in my house anyway, so I'll just hop in the shower when I'm done.
Stick your hand in a bucket of medical waste, okay? And I'll qualify it right now. Medical waste includes everything. It's poop, it's blood, it's sperm, it's pus, it's everything nasty you could think of that's in a bucket at a hospital that they're about to dump and do something with and turn into clean energy, whatever the fuck they do with that stuff. You got to dump
No
your hand
sharps
in
in
there.
there, right?
No sharps.
That was going to be my question. Okay.
No sharps.
Me too.
No sharps. But you do have to keep your hand in there 40 minutes straight. 40
Jesus.
minutes. 40 minutes and no protection. You can't put
No glove.
saran wrap. You are straight up raw dogging the medical waste. We're all married here, obviously. Or, well, not obviously, but we're all married. Have every partner from now on, so including your spouse, cheat on you. Every partner. So cheats on me, I dump that whore, I get the next one. I'm happily married for a year, living a new life. Oh, what a wonderful life. That whore cheats on me. I get over it. 3 years later, I find the next that whore cheats on me.
All right, I get a question.
Yep.
Do we know that they're cheating on us?
No. I mean, it just keeps happening. So you don't necessarily know it's going to keep happening, but after about the fourth or fifth time, you start to realize that you've been cursed. So any qualifying questions on these?
On the cheating one, if they just cheat one time?
Man, Stu is he's a forward thinking guy. No. They will just, they might only cheat one time, but they have no qualms about, just, and it's not, let's get right into it. It's not just like, a hand job or something. It's anal. It's bad.
Oh,
Right?
Oh, man.
It's stuff they won't let you do with them, right? You're like, oh, honey, I always wanted to do that with you. And it's like, well, I do that with all the other guys. So, A or B, would you rather have every partner, that's B, by the way, every partner ever cheat on you from now on? Or A, stick your hand unprotected into a bucket of the most heinous medical waste on the face of the planet?
now, do you get anything like from the bucket of waste?
You absolutely could. I don't know what's in the bucket. You don't know. Dip your hand in it for 40 minutes, find out in a few weeks.
And then if you're out whoring around, you might bring home some herps. So that's the other side of it.
Some herps.
Oh, are our hands really clean? Like there's no cuts. No
Regular
points of
day.
entry?
Regular day.
Yeah.
I got
That's what's gonna-
scratches.
That's what's going to decide it for me. Yeah.
Yeah. And you get to pick the hand. So if you have one that's like, at work, I tend to like walk into things with my left side more because that's where like certain things always are that I walk into, like shelves and stuff. I'll get little cuts there. So I would probably choose my right hand.
I'm going to go, since I could choose the hand, I'm going with the bucket of waste.
Bucket of waste. Okay. Lloyd?
I guess I'll go with the bucket of waste too.
All right. You don't seem happy about that.
No, I don't like the other option either.
Okay. Stu.
All right. So I have two lines of thought here. One, as you've been reading this question, I keep looking at my hands and I realize I play with my cats a lot and my hands are constantly all scratched up. So if I take the medical waste option, I'm definitely dying. And then the other option, I was thinking like just go into your day-to-day relationships and coordinate an open relationship or something.
Yeah, do Will Smith on that.
What, is Will Smith an open relationship?
Yeah,
I
it's a
never-
big thing about him and Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh, I
He
didn't know
allows
that.
her to have relationship with some rapper dude or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So no, I'm definitely taking the cheating one.
All right, I'm going to do that too. I'm going to switch.
I'm sticking.
Okay. All right. Ugh, okay. This one might make Stu's stomach turn a little bit.
Mm,
So A is you have to bring a sex doll everywhere you go. Everywhere. Work. To the park to pick up like your friends' kids, which
Church.
probably ain't happening much more after this. Church. your parents' house for dinner, everywhere you go. And this is not like a coy sex doll. This is like a disgusting. Lloyd did it. The mouth open. You could tell it's been used. There's some damage to the mouth.
Damage.
Yeah, this is a heinous sex doll. And B, and this is fucking hardcore and disgusting, is swallow a used condom you found on the sidewalk. On the sidewalk. Yeah. I don't know if there really
You
needs.
can't even swallow a condom.
Well, you're going to, mister, because that's what the game says. So
Cover it in A1.
yeah. Yeah, Pittsburgh's favorite steak sauce, A1.
Is the condom like? Are there any diseases?
Don't know.
Don't know. I would imagine. Yeah, you said
Russian-
it's just a
Russian
random
roulette.
one. Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
I clean the condom?
Can you what?
Can I clean it?
Nope.
All right. For the sex doll, can you keep it under a tarp?
No.
Can you like carry it around under a
That's
blanket?
not creepy at all.
Is it more or less creepy to not have the tarp?
I think we're learning a lot about Stu today.
Can I bring it and just leave it in the car?
Yes, you can leave it in the car, but it is obvious to everyone that this thing is with you. It wears a sign around its neck that says, "I'm with Lloyd." Look, it's a sandwich board. It says, "I'm with Lloyd. He fucks me good. Look at the damage to my mouth. That's from Lloyd's
The
dick."
damage to my mouth.
Yeah.
Wait, can it say, instead of all that, can it say, it was either this or swallow a used condom?
Yes, it can say that too. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So, Manster, what do you choose to do?
I'll go with the sex doll.
Sex doll. Okay. A for Manster. Robert Stewart, what do you choose to do?
Yeah, being allowed to leave it in the car makes that pretty decisive. So the sex doll, yeah.
But like, just be fair about it. I know that you're not going to swallow a used condom, but like, it's not a secret.
Just in general, you know
Yeah.
that?
Well,
I'm glad
because-
you know that about me.
but just so you know, it's not that easy. Like, people are talking. They're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Did you know that Robert Stewart has a sex doll that wears a sandwich board?"
Where's the sandwich board?
What do you choose to do?
I'm choosing the sex doll too.
Yeah.
And if Stu ever came over with a sex doll and it was like in his car in the driveway, I would definitely point it out to you. But if he brought it inside with a tarp,
I was gonna
I
say,
would ask you to leave.
Yeah. Good point.
It's like, let that freak flag fly, you know? You got your the tarp thing. I don't know.
Why do you bring something under a tarp with you everywhere you go? You don't need to know.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So we've gotten to the end of this. So all right. This one isn't so bad, but it's still kind of funny. All right. So A, there's a lot of shooting people in this. Shoot yourself in the foot. Right? Shoot yourself in the foot. B is attend a local, that's important to this, local yoga class and get naked halfway through. I'm assuming this one opens up some questions. So Manster, do you have any questions?
Naked yoga. What was the first one? Say that again.
Shoot yourself in the foot.
No. Like, back to the last question. What do we shoot ourselves with?
This one's more brutal. This is like a semi-automatic machine gun. Like, you are going to have a hard time just getting one bullet in. It's going to be like maybe a 3 burst or something like that. It's going to fuck your foot up bad.
Okay.
Is everybody getting naked in the yoga class or just me?
Just you. And unexpectedly, and this is a mix, there's children there. It's going to get weird.
Jesus Christ.
Wait a
Oh
minute.
my
Children
gosh.
don't do yoga.
Some kids do.
No, you got to take the children thing
I like
out.
that was Lloyd's objection.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Now it's just unrealistic, John.
That's
12 and up yoga class. All right.
No,
I'm
16.
not-
16 and up.
we're going to split the difference. 15 and up. All right. 15
Isn't
and
that
up.
still illegal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
How's it
You
illegal?
can't get naked with kids around.
You can't get naked in front of 15-year-olds. How is that not illegal?
All right. I thought you meant it was illegal for 15-year-olds to go in yoga classes. I'm like, what happened? All right. Yes, I understand.
No,
that you
I'm not
can't-
getting naked in a class where there's minors.
Okay. What is
Let's
what's
say
the age? What's the age that you could get 18, right?
I'm just guessing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Sounds
would
right.
imagine.
18 and older yoga class. All right. Stu, did you have a question?
No, they answered the questions that I had.
Okay.
Mine
So-
was about is it a naked yoga class? I am subject to the laws of just getting naked in front of all of these other people.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Stu, what would you do? Would you A, shoot yourself in the foot with a submachine or a semi-automatic machine gun that is going to cause you you're going to have a limp rest of your life.
Right.
You're going to there's going to be some damage here. It is a bullet. This isn't like the last one, BB. This is a fucking hardcore bullet.
I feel like I need to look up some penal codes on this and see what the penalty would be. Like, is that a misdemeanor? Is that just a fine? Not knowing what the legal ramifications are, I might shoot myself in the foot. I would just aim for toes and try to do as little damage as possible.
Toes, you could lose all your balance without some of your toes.
Well, I mean, you could lose your entire foot if you shoot right in the middle.
Yeah. All right. Good point.
With the yoga class, do I have to stay or could I just
Yes.
get naked and leave?
No, get
Get
naked.
and flee.
Get naked. Do yoga.
This is so hard. You know how I'm like a Tobias Funke and I'm like a never nude.
Yeah.
Ah,
Aim for the toes, Lindsay.
yeah.
Hey, shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, I think so, unfortunately.
All right. Manster, what do you got?
Well, I try to do everything naked anyway, so I'm just going to do the yoga. And I'm going to make sure I shave that big old bush before I go.
Your giant bush. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that was our 10 situations in Pick Your Poison. I think we had a good time, right? You guys have a good time there?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that was good.
This is a fun game. You know what? We have a little bit of time. I am going to randomly pick out 2 more. So one more choice, 2 more cards.
All
So
right.
let's just do one more. Okay. Here we go. Oh man, this could be hardcore. All right. So for the last one, for the bonus of the night, and remember, go check out pickyourpoisongame.com. And this thing is available through their website. It's available on Amazon.com. It's everywhere. It's pretty affordable. This is the version they sent us and we're playing is the NSFW version. I think that there was a what do you call that? Not a drop-in, an add-on. What do you call that? A pack. What do you call it?
Expansion pack?
Expansion pack, right. So that there's an NSFW one, and so because some of these are more tame than others. You know, not everyone is swallowing a used condom. Some of them are just get shot in both kneecaps. Okay, so the final one for the evening is A, show up to a good friend's wedding wearing only a purple thong. And I'm gonna cut through everything here. This is someone who's very important to you, who does not know you're doing this, who is counting on you. And just to give you the one I know you're going to ask, you have to get there early. You have to stay through the whole thing. And you never can change out of it or cover it up. Right? And option B is here, Al. Can you guys read that?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Register yourself as a sex offender. And I'll give you that one too. Once you do it, they're going to actually put you in the database. And Stu, you recently moved. So amongst all the other things you had to do when you moved, you would also have to go door to door, knocking on the door. Hi, I'm Robert Stewart, and I'm a sex offender. So what do you guys pick? I will start.
Can
with,
I wear a cummerbund?
nothing.
With a thong?
Purple thong. No shoes, no shirt, no service. Purple thong. And it's, well, this really doesn't matter, but it's tight. Like, it's not giving you any room. It's tighter than a normal thong, right? And this is even, that's it for you. So what are you doing? And again, they're not expecting it. They're expecting you to be there for their big day. They were at our wedding, and they made it great, and you are going to fuck things up.
Yeah, if I did the sex offender thing, I'd lose my job immediately.
But you still have that friend.
Oh, good point.
Because I'm pretty sure this friend is it's not going to be easy saving this relationship.
Gosh. Could somebody else go? I just can't even.
Lloyd, save the day. What are you going to do?
I'm not registering as a sex offender.
Good choice. Good choice.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to is there would have to be some really bad other options in this game. Like, we've heard maybe one or two all night that would be worse than that one. So I guess I'm going in the thong. I don't know why it has to be purple. That's a weird thing to
I
preface.
still want to wear a cummerbund.
Lloyd, I'm going to allow you to wear a cummerbund
All right.
because I love you and I think you would look good in a cummerbund.
with a
And I'm
purple
already
thong.
purple.
Yeah, and you work purple well, so we'll call it the Joker thong. You got to answer. I'm pretty sure you're going to be on the same side with these guys, right?
Yeah, yeah, that would stink, but yeah.
All right, so kind of surprised me what a shitty friend you are.
Wouldn't
No.
bite that sex offender bullet for your friend.
Yeah, really. Stu, I'm kind of curious real quick that you said that sex offender thing was like a pretty much a deal breaker. And you
Yeah.
said there was one or two things. What were the one or two things you could think of?
Maybe getting shot in both kneecaps, maybe.
Yeah, anything to do with pain.
Yeah.
The used
Maybe.
condom.
Yeah, maybe the used condom one. And boy, I'll tell you what, I was surprised at how quickly Lloyd ran to it, but that billiard ball one,
Yeah.
that's rough.
Pickyourpoisongame.com. Again, check them out. Thank you to those guys for supplying us with that game. I have a couple other games that they supplied us with that we will eventually get to. It's just it all happened right around COVID. This has been a lot of fun. Manster, why don't you do the thing you do so well and get us out of here?
Yeah. See ya.
It's over, Johnny. It's over! Nothing is over! Nothing! You just don't turn it off!